Day 7 squared. It'll be an interesting day today because I got two major goals, one being find the armory, other being do the machinarium thing. That one's actually gonna be pretty tough. I don't have the Mantle of the King anymore. Do I have to activate the Mantle of the Knight? It's automatic. The armory is my draft pool, and according to this, it's the last room I need. And then for trophies, I guess it'll be a race to parlor games and realm sigils to get 8 trophies. Because once I get 8 trophies, I can go to the gift shop and buy blue tents. Just like the game's title, a pun on blue tints. Yeah. Anyway, I actually don't even know what I want here now. Oh, I know what I want here. That's right, I forgot I did this. The Antichamber. Oh. So close yet so far away. I got a basement key. All right, hold on. I have a basement key. If I go to the actual Antichamber, do I get 2 basement keys? Oh, we fooling around today. It's gonna be a good one. Also, I have exactly 46 allowance. I see that number everywhere. I should probably just nab Funeral Parlor. And then eventually double back, draft some red rooms. Chapel could be nice. Boudoir is wonderful. Yeah, do that. Oh my, it's Christmas. Today is the 25th. No way. Presents for me. A lot of presents for me. What a blessed day. Oh, and more dice. I got so many. I love that actually celebrate Christmas in game. Speaking of Christmas, get another gem back here. I am loaded now. Well, yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna get screwed. Unfortunately, I don't have a key card, so I do have to be a little smart here. But just branch paths, freak out a bit. I think I'll just take Chapel here, and then maybe double back the entrance hall. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to do the parlor game at some point. I guess a major key could be nice. It could be Keycard, especially since I'm not hunting for sanctum key. I'm also a touch short on keys. Oh, it is the Keycard. Good. All right, this is a good looking day. Oh man. Just know that it's Christmas just brings up the spirit. Okay, I gotta be drafting all gear rooms that aren't machinarium. That is important. Just start amassing those. But I probably will take a T-shape here. Oh yeah, Jackhammer. I don't know if I take that yet. I might just nab one of these two. These are both fantastic rooms. I haven't gotten any use for Jackhammer yet, so I guess that's low priority. I actually like conference room here just to allow me to cleanly get a dead end in the corner. Not hallway closet. Storeroom's good. Yeah. Not gonna use my dice. Okay, now we have a Jackhammer utility. Even though it's just one hole, that hole can have a lot of goods. And see what I get. V-word. Okay, now I'm kind of wanting the Jackhammer if I take this. And you know what? I got a lot of gems, so why not? See if there's any items in here. Nope. Oh, yes. I swear, that is the sneakiest metal detector spot. Okay, now is a good time for Jackhammer. And I still got 2 holes going north, and I got the foundation, and I have the key card, so this is looking good. I've become a huge Jackhammer fan recently because you can get 3 gems from 1 hole. How good is that? And 3 dice! Damn. I should start, like, liberally losing my dice at this point, especially for the mechanical rooms. More gems. Yeah, this is fantastic. Let's see what I can get here. Maybe dig for, like, a security. Laboratory. Happy to grab that. And I guess I could hack into security, make security doors more frequent. Oh, we got C4 battery pack. What kind of wild experiment can I get today? Maybe something that gives me a bunch of aquariums would be nice. Nope. Do I need stars? I kind of want lock-picking skills. And I can do that whenever I draft the shop room, since the armory is one of those. I have enough dice, so setting my dice to 2 is a downside. And let's go into network. Here to level high. Alright, gear rooms. All nice rooms, just the wrong place, wrong time. Yeah, passage. I need something that just turns right. Oh, boiler room does that. And it's got some dig spots. Sometimes. And I'll direct power towards the new door. What do we got? Ooh, maybe secret passage? Then I could take a shop. All right, let's do a shop then. See if I get it. And I mean, I guess I can re-roll if I don't get it. I don't even like any of these, so I mean, kitchen's okay with my current. Excuse you. Unless the armory has specific rules, but okay, you can get other shit. I mean, do I just take showroom? Yeah, we'll see if I can get anything decent from here. My skill in picking locks has improved. What do we have? Moon pendants, whatever. Ornate compass, whatever. Rewind time. Silver spoon, okay. So silver spoon and ornate compass are the best two. Too broke for the compass though. Maybe I'd take the spoon? No, I can save up for the compass. It is 3 more coins, and I think it'll be worth it. Plus, we got jackhammers here. That's what the real prize is. Ivory dice. More like ivory nice. Pair of keys. All right, spreading the love a bit. With that, I will choose this direction. Take a regular key at it. Not in love. I mean, okay, actually, I should probably grab the breaker box, a gear, and chapel can still cover the left side. Maybe I should probably focus on that, double back for that. I don't know, I kind of want a couple coins first. Do I need anything here? Oh, a coin. That's how you get a coin. Keycard entry, I have the keycard. I don't think I actually switched it to unlocked, so I'm gonna leave that on. Off. Still don't know what the deal was with cabinet. But you know, I'm probably not supposed to. That feels like just the mystery that will be much more apparent later. Treasure trove, that's a nice one. And I'm glad it bends to the right as well. I was hoping for that. So now I'm definitely set on money. Hello, my good friend. Pink box. The curious symbol, huh? I think I can actually buy the spoon as well. My spoon is too big. What do we got here? Is there anything about pink chests with that? The previous box in this room contained a true statement. You're just not helpful. I already knew that the previous statement was false. And your lies only convinced me further. So, observatory is good. Also want to reroll. Maybe something that splits up. Passageway would be wonderful here, actually. Courtyard's really good. Do I plop it, then turn back? Yeah, because if I dig up turnip, which I don't even know if that's possible with the jackhammer, I would still want to get double steps. I think I still go back to the showroom. Let's go, capitalism. Give me the compass. Oh, yeah, actually, I probably should have done that before the courtyard. Whatever. Spoon's good, too. In between chronograph and moon pendants, I guess moon pendants not too bad. Or I could save the money for, you know, the armory or another shop. I think that's actually more reasonable. All right, what do we got in here? It is a sledgehammer. Perfect timing for the trunk. This never has food, though, I think. Yeah, just got a bit of stuff. What do we got now? Allowance token? Holy shit! You can find those down there. That is absurd. Coins, whatever. I don't get too many duds anymore, which is nice. Gems are good. I was a little shy on those. An ordinary gem, even that's welcome. You can get an allowance token down here. Okay. I want to find a pizza. I want to dig up a pizza and eat it for double the steps. Drawing room's nice. Wonderfully positioned. Head through here. And a gem. Might be useful, who knows? What do we got facing north? Security. It's got a gear. How many gears are we up to now? 4. Mechanarium itself would make 5. Last security doors. Save me on gems. I take a conservatory here. Or do I ever want a commissary? It is a shop. This actually has a good chunk of use. Improve my lockpicking skills. See what I can buy here. I can buy bananas. Excellent. Actually, excellent. 3 coins for 6 steps. Well worth it. And then probably a set of gems once. And then don't think about it. Ooh, don't have to spend my keys. Observatory's nice. Okay, but that doesn't help me get into the Antichamber. Oh yeah, that's right. Nothing I've drafted has a lever. Maybe I'll draw something that can go to it. Honestly, dining room's perfect. Yeah, more free steps as well. Like actually a ton of free steps. Thank you. And what do we have here? Trophy room synergy. I don't know if I care. Once I have 40 steps, I should actually not eat yet, so I could draft weight room and then just gain a bunch of steps back. Anyway, I get a security door from security, but I might as well see if this is unlocked. No. Okay. Don't waste the key. What do we have? I guess I could rotate Dark Room. Honestly, I want something a bit more impactful. Dark Room just doesn't do it for me. I'm not at Mechanarium levels yet. I do want something that goes straight, so I guess I'm still redrawing. Spare bedroom, I guess. Maybe I should be focusing on more filling in the down below. I think that's actually pretty reasonable. Instead of burning, ooh, some dice. Yeah, I'll take this. Okay, and since I'm in this room, I'll draft, but I don't want to go to the next room. This one's interesting. I can get 4 dice from this, and Antichamber access, and some dig spots. Yeah, I think this is actually really nice. What do we get? More dice. Good. More dice. Good. And gems. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, it's official. I'm a Jackhammer stan. You can jack me up all at once. I also wonder if I can get a little creative with the Mechanarium. I don't know how many more gear rooms there are, but it feels like there's not many. I probably should draft the pool at some point just to get the pump room in there, but I think I can actually be a little creative with where I position the Mechanarium. I'm gonna keep thinking about that, but I have some ideas that might come to fruition soon. But like, if this, you know, this sort of blocked off sort of thing happened to the Mechanarium, would that count as a door? Then I could make it so that if the Mechanarium shows up right in here, I would only need 5 gears including it, which I believe I have. I do have, but I'm not just gonna jump to conclusions on that. I'm still gonna try to draft all the gears I can. Like, honestly, taking a pool here is pretty useful. And schlam. More dice! Jesus. What is happening? This run is ridiculous. I've just been going ham on dice lately. I think I'm keeping the Jackhammer forever. That's how it has to be. Do I care about any of these? To be honest, no. Ooh, Eel Aquarium. Get another gear just in case. It does waste the dead end, but I mean, I'm not gonna... Oh yeah, be a beggar, that's right. I can also pick locks better. It is a shop. That is nice. Tin can. Wow, that's the first. All right, so I have to make sure that this, at the very least, bends left. It doesn't actually have to be T-shaped. That doesn't matter. I guess just den? Passageway is overkill. The power den! All right, so I'm gonna hold off on that door for a fat minute. That's probably gonna be one of the last things I do. Maybe get all other things out of the pool too. I don't know if I need to spend a key here or not. What about this? That one's not locked, okay. Interior Solarium. Is Mechanarium... Oh shoot, what rarity did I set it to? I swear I might have set it to common or something. This will probably help with the Armory, I guess. There's no way that that is just the random common room. I think I would have seen it by now, so I'll take that. And a key. I also potentially want a chance for dice. Even 1 die I think is worth it. Now to the chapel. And passing through the funeral parlor, I might as well get this puzzle down. The black box is false. The black box is true. Contradictory. A false box contains the gems. Okay, this is gonna be another case of it doesn't matter if it's true or false because the same box will have the gems, but we gotta actually math it out still. If this is true, then yes, a false box contains gems. Then this would be true and this would be false. So the false box contains the gems would mean that the blue box has the gems. And I'm pretty sure then if this is false, then a true box would contain the gems. This would also be false, and this would be true. And the true box would contain the gems. Both cases have the gems right here. We can carry on. With a nice profit. And, speaking of nice profits, we can unlock this door here. And I'm probably going to start rerolling with gems at this point. Just because I can only reroll with 8 at a time. Might as well start with this. I think I like the casino here. Rolled the dice on 20 coins. More lockpicking skill. Oh, no money for me. Oh wait, never mind. Here it is. Saw the empty table and thought I was gonna have a bad time. All right, we're gonna wager 20. 20 has been good to me. Wagering 100 has not done shit. So we're back in the land of the 20, and I get 2 free spins. Ooh, I can get 4 allowance tokens, or yeah, plus 4 allowance. Let's go, let's go, let's go. What am I gonna get? More free spins? Ah, some gems. All right, basically reroll dice. And a free spin. More free spins. Come on, more free spins. 4 allowance tokens, I'd take that. More reroll dice. Let me make sure it's not bugged or anything. Do I have any more free spins? No. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be spending my gems here. Look for a T-shape. Well, this is T-shape. I don't even know how many more T-shapes there are. So, just gonna nab this. Plus, I don't have to spend keys, so it's fine. Just get a straight room and then a dead end. So, the straight room. Just the straight room. Honestly, kitchen might be okay, though. It's a shop and nets me food. Let me just take a look at this. Oop. A little money. Red room synergy. Take the club sandwich. And I might hold off on the rest for now just because, again, I would draft weight room if it was given to me. And then I could double back here for the food. I just have food outposts all over the mansion. So no matter where I can go, I can eat. I'm gonna see if there's any more T-shapes or trophy room. I guess trophy room's pretty good. Then we'll just kind of snake around a lot of elbows. Look at my trophies. There'll be another one once I draft that armory. For all I know, I might need a library's help though. Not a classroom kind of day. Oh yeah, there are some more multi-directional ones still. Do I just get office out of here? Or I guess Great Hall has use. Does have an antechamber lever. Yeah, I mean, this is a room I wanted. It's such an awkward spot for it, but oh well. Alright, I'm gonna check all the left-facing doors. See which of these at least lets me go north. Gems. Not ideal. Okay, come on. Hopefully I don't burn all my keys on this. Alright, so that one lets me progress. Where is the lever? And I'm not hearing any dinging. I'm hoping this has at least the key to refund me. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to double all the way back to the commissary. Okay, but that lets me into the antechamber. Oh, and they're not keys. Okay, do I get a dinging over here? No, I don't. Well, key shortage. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Could rotate darkroom. Then I'd have to go back to the utility closet, I think. Or I could try to find a more useful room. The armory! Oh, it's a dead end. Well, shit. I mean, all I'm really doing is shutting off the ability to maybe get more gear rooms, but this might just be a fine spot for Machinarium anyway. And I can already access the antechamber too. I don't know, I think this is the play. Yeah, I should just take it. Yes, my skills in picking locks have improved and I got a trophy. Explorer's hat. Love it, love it, love it. What's this? Self-igniting torch. Can light candles and ignite fuses. 8 coins. Okay, interesting. Can knock the locks off chests and trunks. Gain a star tomorrow morning. Okay. And balls. Armory's got a knight, if I care. Actually, I do care. Because I will want the ignore negative effect of any red room. I will want to switch back to Banner at the King eventually. I guess I'll take the self-igniting torch. I don't think I needed this. But what's nice to know is that if I do need a torch or something like that again, it actually is pretty easy. Oh, the armory's part black, part yellow. And yeah, if I have the Banner of the King, I could just go black rooms and then get the armory. Fascinating. Okay, don't know when I'll be back here. A little tomato soup and bananas. I'm actually out of money. But I got 130 steps, so who cares? First things first, I wanted to feast. I also have a trophy room, so this is what, a 60-step boon? Good God. All I needed was the salt shaker to get the biggest gain I could possibly get. All right, what happens now that I already have the basement key? Nothing. It's just missing. It was worth checking, I think. But now what I came here to do for real. I have a trillion rerolls here, so it should happen. Oh, good thing I have a key. That would have been awkward. Oh, guess how many rerolls I needed. Most useless stockpile of all time, damn it. Well, I hope this works. We got 3 big blockers, so let's see what it looks like. Oh, well, it has all the diagonal doors. Okay, that's a good sign. I was hoping for this, so what's behind all these? I think one of them is an antechamber lever. One of them's a broken lever. What else do we have? Yep, antechamber lever. Oh, if I want, I could continue today. I could go get more rooms. Good old connecting antechamber. That's always fun. What else we got? We got silver key, which is actually pretty useful. I'm low on regular keys. And just dinging. Yes! Fuck yeah! Sanctum key! The planning worked! Okay, I didn't have to get 8 whole gears. I can't believe I got both my goals today. Well, holy shit. Big day. You know what I'm actually gonna do first, though? Unlock more rooms. I have a confession to make. I'm actually really fucking addicted to the roguelike portion of this game, where you just keep drafting rooms. It's just so much fun. Just the fact that this game is built around a completely novel style of roguelike is just perfect. All right, so can you use regular key here? I actually want to get conservatory. That's the main thing. See if I can find a better straight moving room and not just lose all my gems. Yeah, locker room's good. Actually, yeah, all the keys, perfect. Could have gotten a pump room, but I didn't need it, bitch. There is also a key here. Nice, I don't need to turn back just yet. And I got conservatory, excellent. Shall we adjust? Okay, this gets kind of interesting now. Do I care about weight room, like, actually? I'm okay with this being rare. I did what I needed to do in it tonight. Don't care too much about the lever. I don't know, it has good connectivity. Maybe I could switch it to unusual? I'll think about it. Storeroom is a dead end. It's not even like that amazing of a benefit. It's no attic, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm actually willing to make it rare. Spare bedroom is okay. I'm gonna switch it to either standard or unusual. There's not much for me to do in spare bedroom. I could see rare as well. But every now and then it has like a mask synergy. It has connectivity, has a lever. I think I'll bring this to unusual. I just have to be smart with my steps. You know, like today, when I got 150 of them. I consider that be a pretty good step usage. What do we got? I'll just go regular key. And this, yes, foyer is fine. Helps me save a couple keys. Although annoyingly, this is the time I wanted to use the silver key, but you know, it's whatever. What am I even? Oh yeah, I was kind of curious about Rumpus Room. Allegedly, I'd seen the last vision, but what happens now? He's there. Just sitting there. Menacingly. Oh, you can't even activate him. Okay. Doesn't even let you try. Alright, Rumpus Room can become rare now next chance I get. Hopefully the conservatory lets you, you know, hit rooms you've hit before. Oh, you know what I'm actually kind of looking for? I guess I'm technically looking for to do the chess puzzle back again. I have a study already. I have a conservatory for rook, Rumpus Room for bishop, security for knight, and fucking anything for a pawn. So I just need a king, office or throne room. Okay, I will dig for those then. I think I'll go back to the conference room first, though. Actually, no, throne room has many doors. Throne room does have many doors. It has 3 doors. 3 is many. Yeah, 3 doors, 3 doors. But we got to dig for the throne room. Uh-oh. It's cycling between, like, the same 4 shitters. Oh no. Does the throne room have to be on the other side of the damn building? Do I just grab West Wing Hall then and hope that I can get office? Since I know this won't require a key? Yeah, I'll do that. Alright, so pretty much just office then, but I have a trillion rerolls for it. As long as I have 2 gems left over, it's fine. That is the wrong one. Oh yeah, this also has a locked book. Yeah, but I feel like I can't just try for the key. It feels like it's something that the game's just gonna give to me at some point by completing something probably actually very important. Like, I don't know, the sigils? Where are you, you little prick? I know you're in here. I'm gonna spend all my damn... Oh, found it. Perfect. Nice. Do I need to go in? I mean, it doesn't hurt. Although, out of curiosity, if I get rid of the Mantle of the Knight, does that mean the Armory isn't in the draft pool? I think I don't care. I could just save the self-igniting torch then. Oh, but my beloved Jackhammer. And I don't even think I have any other cause for the torch. Unless if, like, the torch works on stuff that the Burning Glass doesn't. Yeah, that could be worth a consideration. Either way, I have shit to do. First things first, I've got to lighten my load a little. The final sanctum door. That is absolutely awesome. And I might as well access room 46 today. Now, here's the thing. I can solve the 8 sigils if I have the necessary information. But I'm missing some information. Like, I'm missing the transportation style of archeries, the style of realm for nuance, transportation style for Araja and Kararika, the weather for Kararika, and the type of description of realm for Morajai. And I've been reading a lot of stuff along this way, but I just haven't found any good descriptions. So I'm gonna try something really weird. I'm gonna press the R button, which takes me to Mount Holly directory, which shows me all the rooms. And if you click on it, it tells you a little bit of details about the room. I think like what I'm gonna have to do is just dig through rooms. Maybe if I'm lucky, they'll just have like an offhanded reference to one of the nations and I'll be able to find information with that. I don't know, but I'm desperate, so I'll try anything. Or if I find stuff like Rotunda means clockwise room in Arajan, I'm gonna write that down. Ooh, a Korarican style sauna. Think I can infer anything from that? Unless if they traveled by sauna. No, that doesn't seem helpful. And I don't think this will tell me anything about their weather, because, I mean, unless if it's like cold there. But you could have like indoor saunas, even in like hot temperatures. Saunas have a lot of different uses. It's interesting though, it does reference Korarica. And this also references Korarica, the snowy mountains of Korarica. Well, okay, that's much more telling. Yeah, so snow is a style of line. Very nice. Secret Garden has Morajai fruit trees. The trees seemed kind of temperate. Maybe Morajai has normal temperature? Well, searched them all, didn't find too much else. Maybe I'll have to dig through certain rooms for more details about the different nations. Maybe return to classrooms, but I'm gonna spend a bit of time digging through my current house, see if I find anything. Good thing I have all these steps. First things first, I got a chess puzzle to redo. We got King A5, Queen B8, Rook A9, Knight B5, Bishop A7, ahem. There we are. And Pawn D6. And I think I'll probably just stay the king. So at least like I could heavily dig for the right rooms. Yeah, seems good. Actually, screw digging through the mansion. I could dig through my notes / screenshots. I got a lot of them. Oh, in the third era of the history of Arindia, it mentions a vast network of railways that spans the length and the breadth of the land, linking the northern mountains of Arch Ares to the southern shores of Araja. So does that mean that even though Fen destroyed their rails, that Arch Ares and Arajas are still train nations? That would be nice. In Era 5, the Era of Ruin, they're talking about the war. Prince Learson leveraged political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arch Ares and Nuance to join their causes. Now, we already know that Arch Ares is industrial, but we don't know the description of Nuance. Arch Ares joined, probably because, like, yeah, they're connected, they're like neighbors, they're right there, but Nuance has a bit of a separation in between them. Yeah, they got a larger sea of separation. So in order to convince Nuance to join, maybe Nuance likes the prospect of war. Maybe they didn't take so much persuading. And it feels like a stretch, but I mean, they also have big old blimps. It could be war blimps. Blimps have been used in war, right? Maybe they're actually really shitty war machines. I don't know, but I haven't seen any other description of Nuance, so I'm gonna put Marshall here. All we have left is the transportation of Korarica and the description of Morajai. I wonder if I could almost use process of elimination for that, just so I don't have to go searching everywhere, because that sounds really like a pain in the ass. Like, for example, Korarica, we know that they're in snowy mountains. We know that's their thing. So, like, we can rule out that camels, for instance, are their mode of transportation. Probably going to rule out turtleback travel, because I don't think giant magical turtles will have much of a chance on mountains. I'm inclined to say no for trains, just because trains going up a mountain pass actually sounds really, really inefficient. Or just even laying the train tracks there, you know, with like avalanches covering them up, that sounds terrible. Roads have the same issue as trains, and then boats. I mean, they've just never been talked about as a boat nation. I mean, aviation's been used already, and, you know, again, there's no reason for Korarica to be that. I feel like there would have been some sort of visual clue for that. I feel like horseback is one of those subtle ones that just doesn't get recognition, so I'll put that as a question mark, as maybe a decent guess. Then Morajai. What's their description? I mean, we know two things about them. One, they love their boats, and two, they love their puzzle boxes. That's where they come from, the Morajai puzzle box. I'm also pretty sure their weather is normal. That doesn't really feed into their culture. What could they be? They're probably not metropolitan. And they're, well, I guess they could be academic. Puzzles strengthen the brain. Tribal, I feel like nobody is. Like, these are all realms that are in the 6th era. They've advanced far enough, so it's not that. So that leaves behind agricultural, academic, spiritual, and poetic. But this is tough. I'm gonna guess they're not agricultural, just because their culture seems to be puzzle boxes, which based. So I'm gonna say academic, or maybe poetic, because the advancement of the arts, they could see their puzzle boxes as a form of art. Spiritual, I feel like it's the least likely, but I'm not willing to rule it out just because something about being at sea and being guided by the wind, I feel like there's open for spirituality. So maybe I'll just try each of the 3, or maybe some of the other postcards could give hints towards it, and I could just do this last. I'm gonna see if that's enough to get me any sigils. First up, I'm gonna try the mountains. That's arch areas, and I feel very strongly about this one. First off, they're industrial, so they got the box with the dot in it. There's stormy weather, so they got bolty lines. They had rail transport, so 3 lines. And they have a yellow banner, which looks like this. Okay. Okay. I am not disgustingly off base. Again, I felt very strongly about that. Let's see. Brass compasses were manufactured in arch areas and traded to Morajai sailors for the puzzle boxes. Morajai seems to be about trading. And again, puzzle is their society. Right, so yellow goes north. And green kind of switches to the other side like this. Okay. Let me think about this. So somehow there's got to be yellow that goes down. Well, what I could do is have a black here, and then have a green kind of come down like this. So then I could swap green this way, and then bring green back. I actually don't like having the black in the middle right now. Unless if I do something like this, and then get green in the other corner, like that. Yellow in the corners, and then yellows come up. There we go. Perfect. And I think I'll just look at the postcard. I'm not going to put it all together until I've seen all of them. First city of steel. We arrived here after a few days of sailing, so they came here after Morajai, and made me realize how much more convenient it would have been in the old days when the railway tracks extended all the way north. Arch Areas is a destination with which I'm well acquainted, having traveled here countless times at business for Cinca. This time, however, I'll avoid the familiar towns and factories and will instead trek along the northern coast, an area with which I am wholly unfamiliar. Okay. Next up, Araja, I feel pretty strongly about, being the hourglass. They're poetic, so the flower moat. They're rainy, so if they have 3 vertical lines. They travel by rail, so there's 3 of them. And they're violet, which looks like that. Good. Again, would have been pretty pissed if I was wildly off base. When violet tiles are pressed, they move south. Oh, new color, okay. Not sure how I want to begin. Yeah, I gotta get one of the violet tiles to the top, but via what means? I guess if I get the green up there, that could potentially help. Well, but all green can do is this. Oh, does red become? Oh, right. Red makes black into red. I forgot about that. I don't know how the red is supposed to help me yet. Maybe I have to send a red up somehow? Oh, yeah, then I could make it yellow and swap that with the green, possibly. Wait, red doesn't get captured. It really only turns black into red. Oh. Am I misremembering how red works? Yeah, oh, it was orange that matches its surrounding, not red. That's why I was getting confused. Maybe getting black up here could help. And then, like, swap down a yellow or something like that. And then at least I could get green in the corner, actually might be pretty valuable. Yeah, actually that does seem pretty valuable. Yeah, it does. Yep. Now the question is, can I get that last violet out of the center? Or more specifically, just into a corner. That's the one I'm focusing on. Maybe I just need to get black to that corner and use green to get it up there. And then this is close. This might work. If I have 3 of these violets up here, what I could do is bring this one down and then bring it to the corners. There we go. Okay, tricky. Worth the allowance token. And here, I was a little disappointed that there has not been a drop of rain during my time here, as every Arajan story has ever heard has begun with rain. I suppose the anecdotes I make on this trip will have to be do without the flavorful setting. However, even without the rain, the puddles and ponds that dot the countryside make this place feel different than home. And then a sign off from Herbert. Last 3 require at least a bit of a hunch, but they're pretty good educated guesses. I mean, if they're wrong, I'll just dig in for other stuff, but I'm going nuance next since I'm the more sure about that. Got a diamond. And I'm gonna say it's Marshall with these spikes, but could be wrong. The lines for Windy are technically a hunch, because it doesn't outright say it, but I figure a nation that has blimp travel would probably have a lot of wind. Now, the blimp travel is not a hunch. It's got those 5 lines. And the green border looks like this. Yes! Oh, okay, I was a little nervous there. So you're a warmongering nation, huh? You pieces of shit. Okay. All these Morajai boxes are like, this is the meaning of green. Or they're trying to like summarize a nation via the mechanics of a puzzle. Something about that feels poetic. So I gotta turn orange into green, I suppose. So that could be 1. Would this become green now? No. Okay, awkward. What about this? This would not become anything. This would not become anything. Gotcha. So make you green. What if I swap to here? Would you become green now? No, because it's flanked by gray and green equally, I see. I'm gonna try putting this orange up here just so I can maybe swap and then swap. So there we go. Now 4 greens. I feel like I need to get purple to the bottom and then to the top. So like I might even just swap gray there. But then you bring this over and then bring that up. Actually, that'll do it. Not too bad, not too bad. Oh boy, 2 to go. I hope they're right. Nice blimp here. Oh wait, that looks pretty metropolitan to me. Wait, what? What's going on here? By far my favorite realm I visited during this trip. I had always had a penchant for technology and am less moved by the beauty of nature than others. The soot-filled streets and soaring skyscrapers here are just as stirring to me as the mountains of Kararka or the beaches of Morajai. Perhaps I'm just letting my childhood love of dirigiblocks compromise my objectivity. From the shops I visited, it seems the series is just as popular here as it is back home. Speaking of home, as I look across the eastern sea, I can almost see its shores. I never thought that I would miss the sight of red flags. Yeah, very fen-pilled of you to say. Next up, I'll try Kararka. I've got everything except for their mode of transport, which horseback could make sense. Like, they're definitely academic with those lines. They are snowy, so their lines look like anal beads. And this is the one for horseback. And that's the orange banner. We good? Fuck. It's not horseback. All right, what else did I consider? Balloons? Or maybe if they have roads? I guess you can have mountain roads. I feel like balloons would have stood out more, you know what I'm saying? It's something so big of a deal that you don't just go on a hunch. Roads, though, are another one of those subtle ones that kind of just blend in. Hope it's right. Okay, good. It was an informed hunch. I didn't see anywhere that described roads or any type of transportation, so at that point you just gotta assume it's understated. Right, so the orange tile becomes its neighbor because it's like a student becoming a master. However, nothing becomes orange, so I can only lose 1 orange tile. The rest gotta be in the corners. I'd like to make 1 green, but that's not possible. It seems like it's only possible to make it pink / violet. But maybe I can do this to get a pink one up. Maybe an orange one down. Something kind of like this. Don't know if that actually helps though. I mean, maybe. Just maybe. Like, I got 3 out of 4 with this. I can maintain 3 out of 4. Maybe I gotta bring another pink up? Something like, oh, actually, like this. There we go. Yeah, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Whew. These puzzle boxes are always crazy. You always think like you've locked yourself into an unwinnable state, but then it turns out there's a way to save it. So, yeah, this was the stamp in the freezer, huh? I guess I actually don't need to thaw that anymore. There have been fewer and fewer opportunities the further we travel up into the mountains to attend to my correspondence, and I find myself regretting having brought so many books, as it is the first realm I visited without porters? People that bring his luggage or something? Here, every person is expected to carry their own belongings, and if you can't, you throw away that which is expendable. It's looking like I'll be bringing back less souvenirs than I had planned. I never expected to appreciate the cold, but the frigid weather here is a welcome relief coming from the sweltering shores of Vera. Yes, I end up forsaking all but one of my books. And last but not least, Morajai. Probably the one I feel the weakest about. But really, it's just the moats that I'm not so sure about. What do I think they are? Unless I just want to like bink agricultural. I mean, none of the other ones are agricultural, and you know, we actually do need an agricultural nation. They get a lot of their stuff via trading, so that could line up. Now, I do have straight lines here. If I'm pretty sure it's normal temperature, I'm gonna let it sit with that. And 8 lines are for boat. And I have them as a white border, which I believe was a process of elimination. Wait, no, that's black. That's white. So let's see, are they agricultural? Oh, fuck yeah, they are. That actually did feel like a process of elimination one. Like, the world needed an agricultural nation. You gotta get your crops from somewhere, and no one else is stepping up. Morajai boxes were a popular fad in the early 30s among the peerage and common crowds. These small mechanical puzzle boxes originated on the island Morajai as a children's game, but quickly gained popularity among seafarers who valued the compact boxes as both lockbox and entertainment on long voyages. They spread from port to port and found their way into homes and hearts of every realm. Traditional Morajai is distinguished by a 3x3 grid of white and gray tiles. White can be pressed like a button, which will change the color of that tile and the surrounding squares. The goal of each box is to find a way to make all 4 corner tiles into white squares. These simple rules evolved as the game spread across the world. Regional variations had new color, offering greater challenges and local flavor. While the fad may have ended, Morajai boxes still make for a memorable gift for both collectors and puzzle enthusiasts. If there was actual merch of a Morajai box, I'd buy it. So what do we want? Do we want gray? Oh, no, we probably want white. Yeah, okay. So if I remember right, gray can become white. Kind of like this. Yeah, it almost swaps. Oh, but careful. Because I want to maintain the number of these. Oh, and this rotates everybody. All right, so I just need one more white. Okay, that'll do it. So actually that just does it. Lines up right there. Yeah, this is cute. I would buy an actual Morajai puzzle box. I don't know how they'd get it to work that well in real life, but you know, cool. So, this is the last postcard. After a short sea voyage, we arrived on the main island of Morajai last night in good spirits. The people here are belligerent in their politeness, and after spending a full day among the Gyre, I'm just as afraid of eating another dish as I am of rejecting their offers. I may try to sneak away tomorrow and spend some time alone with my books, plural, as I've noticed that each realm I visit has one thing in common. They've each been short on solitude. So now, the 8 postcards tell a story of a journey, and I guess in room 46, I'm supposed to piece together the order of that journey. Also, 8 sigils! I wonder where I'll get my trophy. Since this has been, oh, never mind, there it is. And actually, this is the 8th trophy as well, which means I need the gift shop. But yeah, 8 realms in 8 months. The trophy of sigils. We still got a lot of shit to do. Who knows what that realm puzzle will do for me? Hello, room 46. What secrets do you have for me? 8 realms in 8 months. So I'm gonna just pull up all the postcards real quick. All right, it appears to me the postcard from the Black Bridge, representing Orinda Ares, seems to be the start of it, because he's like pontificating, 8 realms in 8 months, how to start. So he started here. Then I'm actually writing this last postcard sitting at my desk at home, starts the line from the postcard from the Grand City of Fen. So that's the same region, just taken over by Fen. So he started and ended here. So what do we think was next? Or the order of the rest of these at least. Vera seems to be after Morajai because he was talking about Morajai afterwards. Urarika references the sweltering shores of Vera. This is also where the books were ditched. Anywhere with multiple books had to come before. Iraja doesn't actually seem to have much reference to others, so maybe this was early on. It makes this place feel different from home. Or maybe the sign-off that he sent is relevant. I could translate from Irajan. Lorja means last word. Yena? I actually don't know. Ajlor means first word. And then Loon? Water. The nuance one references Kararka and Morajai. That one's pretty late. And he's talking about home. Speaking of home, as I look across the Eastern Sea, I can almost see its shores. I never thought I would miss the sight of red flags. Nuance feels like second last. I'll put that there. So I'm thinking then Araja is pretty early, especially because of its proximity to Fenares / Arinda. So went down to Araja, and then Arch Ares said we arrived here after a few days of sailing. And it would have been convenient when the railway extended all the way north. So he's lamenting not being able to just take rail through Fen to Arch Ares. So I would suspect then that this is third. Morajai is next, which is the closest, unless they go around the backside of the earth, but it seems like they didn't. Then was Vera, because of the reasons described before. And then comes Kararka, and one hope this is right. Fuck yeah! What do we got? What do we got? Certified copy, property deed, Lord Arthur Clementine, Lady Aurori of Trinsdale? Who are these people? Was this on the Montali family tree? No. There is an Aurore. There's a Baroness Aurore. Maybe that's her? So she had the property? Maybe this note will clear things up. The last will and testament of Herbert S. Sinclair. Oh yeah, this kind of played at the beginning of the game. I, Herbert S. Sinclair, of the Montali estate to Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I declare that I am not, and have never been married, and have no children. First, I direct all my debts and outstanding expenses be paid as soon as my decease as possible. Second, I direct all the servants and staff in my employ at the time of my death to be granted indefinite leave to be paid out of the reserves of my estate set aside for such occasion until such a time as a new master of Montali bids their return. In the event that the aforesaid reserves for this purpose are depleted before a new master of the estate is found, I direct my executor to make provisions for their future employment and to do so in a manner that is just and equitable to all parties involved. Thirdly, to Hartley Ruoda, I gift him the lake house that he kind of talked about earlier. Furthermore, to my late cousin Tillion's 2 children, Courtney Farine and Rygard Farine, who have sometimes been impulsive and hasty in their actions, never heard of them. I grant each a cuckoo clock set eternally on the sacred hour. Sacred hour, hold on, I've seen that before. I didn't draw any attention to this, but when I was digging through all the rooms, I found the sacred hour is a reference in the clock tower. I'm like, oh, the sacred hour is probably 1:30, hence that being the puzzle. I also noticed when watching over the footage that weird notes, that cryptic notes that could have been referring to rooms, could have been referring to birds, could have been referring to fuck all. The first letter of each line spelled out sacred, but that doesn't really do much for me. For only time will tell when they're ready to slow down enough and appreciate the gifts bestowed upon them with the patience and wisdom that comes with maturity. In the case that Lionel Epstein should return from his travels abroad, or the event that any of his heirs should present themselves, I bequeath to him or them, as the case may be, the diary and its related key, which formerly belonged to his sister Clara Epstein, which I've kept in a room and beside her grave respectively and respectfully. Oh shit! Her ladyship's diary? Yeah, I haven't opened that. So the key is beside her grave? Wait, are you serious? So that's in the tomb. In addition, it is my fervent desire that the gallery, along with all the artwork contained within, be bestowed upon the Reddington Museum of Art, including these sculptures, exhibits, and entire collection of drawings by Christopher Manson, comprised of 4 pieces with their first letters given here. Aha. That is such a late hint. Or is it not late? How much more of this game is there? His generous donation shall be made 1 year hence following the date of my earthly departure, when it will be removed from Montali's draft pool. Oh, moreover, to the Grand Cathedral of Araja, I bequeath 8 stone statues sculptured in the likeness of the 8 Agerian angels. And hopefully this is in order. It actually doesn't appear to be in order, but These sculpted figures have been in the Sinclair tomb for multiple generations, and even though there has been much debate over their natural numeric order, they've nevertheless remained steadfast in their safeguarding of our family secrets. I trust they'll continue to provide the cathedral the same level of stewardship. And then okay, this was stated in the beginning of the game. Simon P. Jones gets the title of Mount Holly, assuming he finds room 486, which I did. And this is the deed, so I officially own the mansion. If he fails, provisions pertaining to that cause shall be considered null and void, and the rest of my estate shall be disposed of and gifted to the Orindian Heritage Foundation, under condition that the house be immediately winnowed and sealed with its explicit instructions and allowances. The site shall not be reopened until black flags are once again flying over Oris, or 110 years have passed since my death, whichever day shall come first. One final gift to my grandnephew Simon P. Jones, regardless of whether he finds room 46 or not. I leave and bequeath to him the original manuscripts of his mother's works that were produced here, under the roof of her childhood home. These preliminary draft copies include red prints, which she wrote when visiting the estate during the brightest of her days, and a new clue which she penned here during her darkest. Hope that in due time and in the natural order of things, you will come to be content as I have with what little of herself she left us. Yeah, but she's like still alive, probably. I've hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993, Herbert S. Sinclair. The natural order of things is bolded, which is asking me to read into it, but I have not a damn clue how I would even begin to think about that. So I'll screenshot it and carry on. Okay, actually not what I expected. I kind of expected this to have something to do with it. Well, what the fuck? You know, I wonder if I'm supposed to be in this room at 1:30 by chance, also like the clock tower? Like, there's something suspicious about this fireplace. I feel like there should be more than just the deed. I could be wrong. Satisfied of record 5/13/1912. Oh shit, this opens. Know all men by these presents that Lord Arthur Clementine, rightful owner of the land that rests in northern range of the Wellington Mountains, doth grant and convey to the bearer of this document, Lady Orave of Trinsdale, the land, forest, and waters of the sheer cliff that rest in the northern shadow of the Holly Leaf Mountain, with all the rights, privileges, and whatever thereunto belonging. The property of Mount Holly consists of dense woods flanked by cliff walls, irrigated by mountain spring streams, punctuated by several runoff waterfalls. This area is sheltered between the summit's northern slope and saddle, spanning across 80-odd acres of land. Property is situated southwest of Reddington, bounded on the side by steep crags, and abutting the east by the high road to Tanner Fork. I, Lord Arthur Clementine, promise and agree with Lady Orave, her heirs and assigns, that I'm lawfully seized and possessed of the said premises. The same are free and clear of all encumbrances. I have good right to sell and convey the same to the same Lady Orave, her heirs and assigns, and that I will warrant and defend the same against all lawful claims and demands whatsoever. And in seal, I make my mark in the grand year of Fen Aries, 1912. Lord Arthur Clementine. I see a date, I think safe password, but, you know, what safe? There a fucking safe in this room somewhere? Well, maybe that's what 1:30 could be? Maybe I have to be in here at 1:30? Oh, man, there's something suspicious. I even came across a damn date. All right, fuck it. I'm gonna wait it out. I got time. Screw it. The sacred hour is upon us. While biding my time looking around this room, I realized that these two stuck clocks appear to be the actual cuckoo clocks mentioned in the will. They got a little cuckoo bird, and there's two of them, and they're stuck at the sacred hour. Now, hopefully that means something will happen at 1:30. Please, oh please have something happen. I don't know if I should be looking here at the cuckoo clocks or elsewhere or what, but I need this. Come on. Anything? No? That's such a disappointment. Okay, I guess I'll dig around to see if there's any torch spots. Huh? Why has the Jackhammer shown up here? Not what I expected to be happening. A what? I can get additional gems here? However, each time I'm successful, a chance for a mine cave-in will increase. A collapse of scale will permanently close his sight, and with it, the daily gems it provides. Oh. Okay, that's not what I expected at all. I think I will leave that be, actually. I don't want to lose my 2 free gems. Thanks, though. The kitchen sink. It's got running water. That's not a torch spot, but that is a watering can refill spot. Probably won't matter much. I couldn't find anything, but to be honest, I think I'm still gonna check the torch in. If not, for the reason that I can then simultaneously have the torch and the magnifying glass and steal a glimpse at that stamp in the freezer, even though it probably really doesn't matter. Maybe there's like other rooms that could help, like, well, honestly, like the tomb, since I'm going there anyway. It did seem like there were some suspicious dead ends, and it doesn't seem like there's any rooms I actually benefit from ending in, so I'll just call it a day. And tomorrow, I guess I'll have to take on the tomb, Lady's Ship's Chamber sort of thing. But this is like my only thread, so I really hope this leads somewhere. Otherwise, I don't know what I'll do.